our weekly KVUE Midday segment, Made in Austin, where we feature Austin-grown companies every Monday. Now, you might remember the Beam Butter Spray. Austinite Doug Foreman introduced it to the world on ABC's Shark Tank back in 2006. The handheld device transforms a stick of real butter to a spray in just seconds. Doug is joining me now. Good morning to you, Doug.
Good morning.
Now, you've held off on a special announcement until today.
Yes.
Get right to it.
We have a sweet surprise for the Beam. So one of the things that, of course, the Beam sprays butter, but what people don't know is it actually sprays chocolate too.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, and not just, I mean, pretty much any chocolate, but we like to use kisses.
Right. Well, who doesn't like a good kiss?
For Valentine's Day, it's fantastic, but really simple to do. We take, it is a butter and chocolate mixture. We also have one, if you like mounds. Do you ever eat mounds? Uh-huh. Okay, so when you use coconut oil, which we can also put in the Beam, you mix that with chocolate, and it tastes exactly like a Mounds bar. I mean, it's basically a sprayed Mounds bar.
Yeah, that is so neat. So tell us a little bit. So this is actually the Beam. Tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea to create this.
Well, every morning I would get up and, want to put something in the pan to have an egg release or whatever, nonstick cooking spray. And, didn't want to spray the oil spray. So I was like, why couldn't you do butter? So inspiration from God came down and said, hey, you know what? Here it is.
This is such a neat idea. At what point did you figure out that, you know what, I'm going to try to put chocolate in this bad boy?
Well, we knew because it melts butter, right? So you have to have something that's heated because normally, so chocolate's going to melt at certain temperature, right? So we've got that temperature and we keep it warm the whole way up. So you mix it with the butter and the chocolate to the right thickness, which thickness I say the viscosity of the liquid, and it'll spray.
And you basically just show me how it actually works here.
Yeah. So this one right here is we're spraying butter. Right, so that's just liquid butter.
So what did you, but you can open this and that's how you put it in, right? So you just, in the morning, you just put your stick in.
Right, and you don't have to keep it, you can keep it out on the counter, you can keep it in the fridge. It works both ways. Some people are diehard, I keep it in the fridge. Other people, I keep mine on the counter. So it's really easy to do. That just has a stick of butter in it. This we took basically 6 kisses, and we use 3 ounces of butter, and we pre-melt them in a microwave and just stir them up so it gets a good mixture, and then pour it into the Beam. The Beam will keep it hot or warm enough to spray
until you're ready to spray. You know I want to try it out.
Okay, so the trigger is right here, right? So you're just pressing here. You don't have to press. That's on off. So just take it and hold it really comfortably and squeeze anywhere on where your fingers are, right about there would be good.
Oh, well, look at that. And now you've got chocolate-covered bananas.
It's with a little more butter, yes.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Didn't want to mess up and spray a bunch of other stuff. This is just a really neat idea. Talk to us about, for people who are interested, they say, okay, I've got to get one of these. Where can they find them?
If you look up butter spray online, we come up because we're the only ones. We just, in fact, we have a utility patent, a design patent, and the name patent that have all just come in. So we're really the only ones doing it and the pioneer in it. So. And
why Austin? Why, ground your business here?
Well, there's a lot of creativity here, and I think that it's just the atmosphere that makes you want to go, hey, anything's possible. And I've been in the food business most of my life, and I tend, for some reason, to be in the kitchen coming up with ideas. Not so much that everything's a science project, but I go, why couldn't you do this or that? So it's it's fun for me, and then sometimes scary, depending on how much money you're going to put into it.
Absolutely. Well, we certainly can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming on, and we'll be right back.